Welcome to Global Community of Excellence. This is where we make sure we unleash your potential, we help you to achieve your greatness and achieve your greatest success. So we are super excited to welcome you here. We believe you have that potential. It doesn't matter your background. I know some of us have even gone to the extent of giving up, but Global Community of Excellence will help you to come back to those dreams and we achieve them together. So we've done this for some time and we are super excited by the feedback that we've been getting from thousands of friends, people who have been watching us, and many have taken steps towards their greatness. People who are to start businesses but they have kept on procrastinating. Now they are able to skyrocket to great things. So you're most welcome. Believe in yourself and believe that you can do what other people have done and they have succeeded. So my name is Dr. Kariuki Josephat. My background is not in any way special. I'm that ordinary gentleman who was born by parents who didn't have very good ways of bringing us up. I had to go to schools. My primary school was just the school that my parents would afford, not the best one. My secondary school, I just crossed the fence. Not that I really wanted that, but circumstances forced me. I do remember there was no enough space even for me to build a home when I grew up. And so that triggered my mind that if I don't do something that would change the circumstances, then I would be a victim of the circumstances. And you see, men are not prisoners of their circumstances, but of their minds. So the way I was able to jump from that, I believe you too can be able to do that. Now my weapon of change was to believe in myself. When I went to high school, I worked so hard. I remember I was the first student to go to the university from that school. And when I went to the university, I was working, competing with giants from other schools. But the belief in my heart was so strong that I could do it and shine. True to it, I got first class honors in sciences. I did that course in 3 years. The power of determination. 3 years instead of the ordinary 4 years. There's always reward when you work very hard. I ended up getting a full scholarship with the Sunderland University in UK. And that paved way for a brighter future. Remember, when you are chased by something, you run very fast if it threatens you enough. I was being chased by fear of poverty. And I was chasing against my dreams. So thereafter, I pursued my PhD. Because as a young man, I really wanted to go all the way to the top of the ranks in terms of education. So I pursued my PhD, and now the thought of changing the world became too much. And that is exactly what we are doing. Now, my story might motivate you to jump from where you are to where you should be. And it all starts with first understanding that you can always move from where you are to where you want to be. Munloe, the late Dr. Munloe Miles, used to challenge us when he was alive that we should be afraid of going to the grave with all the wealth that we have, with our dreams unachieved. And someone else also saying that the worst thing, the biggest tragedy is not death itself, but what dies inside you while you live. Now my question is, are you about to go to the grave with that wealth? Are you willing to rob the grave and you die empty? As Community of Excellence, that is what we're gonna help you to achieve. Now, if you want that kind of a change, then you are most welcome. One of the things that challenged me when I was working, because I ended up getting good jobs, even teaching the university, I discovered that sometimes we work in a routine job, where you wake up very early, you go to your office, then in the evening you come back, you do the same thing, and sometimes you don't even love doing what you are doing. Many people have been constrained in their workplaces just to maintain that small salary that helps them to pay bills. Come on, guys, a time comes when you discover you were not born to pay bills. You go to work, get paid, you pay bills. The following month you do the same thing. We call it rat race. So I've used the words of a gentleman who said once that if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Because the more you dig, the deeper you go into the hole. And that is exactly where I was personally. Getting into debts, and the harder I worked, the more the debts became. But I decided to venture into the world of entrepreneurship. It's not always easy. And we'll be looking at some of the ways you use so that you can be able to be successful in entrepreneurship, even if you didn't have that good background. Because man, we should be ashamed to go to the grave not having achieved our dreams, not having helped mankind in a major way. So in a nutshell, what we are doing in our global community of excellence is, number one, we help you to unleash your hidden potential. Deep inside your heart, do you feel you have potential but you are not sure of how you are going to achieve that? We have strategies, and we give you some perfect mentorship that will help you to discover yourself. I love the process through which a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. You know the process. A caterpillar is not beautiful, but look at the butterfly. It's the same insect, but in two different stages. Moving from the stage of caterpillar to the stage of a butterfly, the transformation requires that the caterpillar first stops eating for some days, and actually it produces some enzymes that digests the old self, except a few cells which now generate into a new being. That is the caterpillar. Are you willing to allow us to help you go through that kind of a process? The other thing that we do is to help you develop self-leadership. You see, success will not really look for you. You are the one to attract success by the person you become. And as Jim Rohn says, you must work harder on yourself than you work on the job. So you attract success by the person you've become. So we are there to help you change from the person you've been, from the situation of blame and blame to a situation of fame. But then it just starts with you deciding, I want that kind of a transformation. And then we are that vehicle that will help you to transform into fame. The last thing that we will be doing, that we've been doing in our community of excellence, is helping organizations in this time of, we call it VUCA, volatile, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity, where many organizations are crashing. Calamities come and they leave most organizations dead. But there is a way of surviving, getting an increased competitive advantage. So we help you first build that capacity by making sure that we help your employees, your team, to be strong and to work for you for the longest and be very productive. The greatest asset you have as an organization is your staff, your people. But many people focus on customers and they ignore the people who work for them. I love what Richard Branson says, that you don't have to mind about customers. Just take care of your staff, and your staff will take care of the customers. You see, you have a treasure right there in your organization. but we are going to help you transform that treasure into the output that you want. And your organization will stand to be among the very best in the world. Now, our next episode will be on how do you shine where you sit, and you sit where you shine. You don't want to miss that episode. We're gonna take you from where you are and we show you how you can shine globally. You must be noticed. Don't accept to go through life unnoticed. You know, someone saying some people die at 25 and they are buried at 75, meaning they didn't accomplish much in life. Don't accept to go through that path. Ladies and gentlemen, see you in our next episode.